I used 2 option strategies to make $316,999 in the last month. And I've used my famous wheel strategy and one more strategy that I'm going to cover in this video. So make sure that you stick to the end because I'm going to show you how to make over 8% per month. Now guys, check it out. My portfolio, I've made over 8% in the past month. And I'm running very safe, very good passive income strategies. And the number one I'm going to cover is going to be my wheel strategy. This has been something that I've been covering for a number of years now. And I'm specifically going to go over every single position from American Airlines to Amazon to Tesla to Chipotle to Nvidia to Starbucks to SoFi, more Nvidia, more Palantir, more SoFi, more Target, Walmart, Apple, and so much more in this video. So this is going to be a raw video where it's unscripted and I'm just going to bring you the best of the best knowledge that I can possibly give you so you can level up your option trading, because this stuff is no jokers. Some real stuff that has made crazy money. Like in the past month, I'm able to buy a Lamborghini. Even if you have a 50K portfolio, 100K portfolio, if you can make 8% per month and you start compounding that over the long term, especially if you're playing some of the higher volatility names like Tesla and Nvidia, you're going to grow your wealth like crazy. You're going to eventually be able to not have to work a 9-to-5 job. You're going to be able to have a lot more freedom. You're going to be able to have more money that is just passively entering your account. You can put 5, 10, heck, $20,000 in your account, even if you don't have a $1 million portfolio. So look, $316,000, a lot of this came from Tesla, which I've made 100K to 700K in 2021. A lot of people, I don't want to say they doubt me, but even when I get one comment that says, I'm not sure if that's true, I just want to prove it wrong, because I've been trading Tesla, and Nvidia right now are the top stock, hands down. I've made so many videos on Palantir. Guys, I've gotten crazy results. We've literally just had a $3 million account, and now I'm almost at 4 million. I thought that this would happen in January or February of next year, but given what happened with the election, you can also see what I did on Tesla in yesterday's video when I posted yesterday about Tesla, what I'm doing. We're actually about to hit $4 million, all right? So look, the strategy that I'm using right now is the wheel, all right? So you can see that I sold a put option. These are my expirations for 11/15, all right? These are all the trades that I put out in Discord. By the way, in Discord, here's how it works. I have Monday and Wednesday sessions for 45 minutes. I trade live and I give all of my plays and I make sure to answer questions, go over technical analysis. And I just give plays so others can copy. They can watch me and copy, but then others can also ask questions. And then I also have a one-on-one coaching program, which includes Discord. That program I'm very focused on because I used to run boot camps, and a lot of my competitors run boot camps because I've trained my competitors. All the other option YouTubers are my students for the most part. So now what I'm doing is I'm giving a higher level of service and actually doing one-on-one coaching to scale folks from 50 or 100K into the multiple 6 figures. That's what I'm focused on right now. That's where I found the best results. So if you have a 50K portfolio or more and you want one-on-one coaching, I would love to help you scale and get up to 8%, maybe even 10%, because the times that we're in right now, there's a lot of money to be made. So don't leave money on the table. Go ahead, click the first link in the description, and you can learn more and just schedule a free consultation and learn more about my coaching and see if it's a fit for you. It has to be a fit both ways because it's one-on-one coaching. There is limited spots. I only have so much time in the day, but I do have more spots as I continue to have more successful students that pump out. I have new spots that are opening up. So go ahead and see if there's some spots and click the first link in the description. All right, so American Airlines, 11 put, 13 put. All right, I'm selling puts on American Airlines because I'm running the wheel strategy. Amazon, selling puts because I'm running the wheel strategy. More Amazon, 182 put. This made $2,000. This made $1,500. Amazon covered call. This one I will have to roll up. Okay, so as soon as Monday comes, and I typically record my videos in the morning. Like yesterday, Tesla, it was crazy. Yesterday, since I'm in Europe, I was recording Tesla in the morning, right? I bought Tesla at 200. Actually, let me show you. Instead of telling you guys, instead of talking, I'm the YouTuber that shows real results, right? I don't want to tell you, I want to show you. So I have Tesla 218 per share, and now I'm up $100,000. That's crazy. That's insane. So I have it at 218, and yesterday when I was recording the video, it was literally at 297, and then boom, like it ended up 320 for the day. So it seems like my videos are late, but they're not. They're just in the mornings right before the market opens up. I do my research and I spend like 2 hours in the morning just to research stocks, and then as the market opens up, I typically don't trade the first 30 minutes. So I had a pretty good video actually in the past. I'll link it down below. It was essentially that in the first 30 minutes of the market, I typically like to wait and see what would happen, because if the market's up in the first 30 minutes, it's typically going to finish the day up. And if it's down, it's typically going to finish the day down. There typically is a skew effect. So if it's down a little bit, it's going to continue to go down a bit. If it's up, it's going to continue to go up a bit. So I do find a little bit of an advantage there. Although I'm not a market timer, I do my best to find good timing, right? So I wouldn't say that I time the market, but after the first 30 minutes, then I try to make a clear decision. And that's why my coaching is to 10:30 a.m. live, because after that first hour, I have a pretty good sense of what's going to happen during the day, right? It's really unlikely that if the market goes down 1%, by the way, that it's going to go down another 1%. So on a red day, although there is a skew, I base it off intuition, because if I see the market is down 1%, I really highly doubt that it's going to be down another 1%. Therefore, on a 1% down day, I do sell more put options. I go a little bit more aggressive, right? I just put a little bit more force into that so I can get a little bit more exposure. All right, so the next stock, so this one I will roll on Monday. So as soon as Monday opens up, I'm going to be rolling higher, because very typically I do roll my covered calls. I do not roll my sell puts though. All right. So the Chipotle 55 sell put made $8,000. Okay. I've been bullish on Chipotle. Chipotle reported not so good earnings. And a lot of people were also, again, doubting me because their mindset's incorrect. Hey, Chipotle went down, that's a bad play. No, Chipotle went down and it's a good play. I made $8,000 because when you sell out of the money options, the stock can still go down. As long as it doesn't hit your strike price, you're safe, right? You're completely safe. So on Chipotle, I made $8,000. That was beautiful. On Chipotle, I have a covered call. So guys, I'm doing the covered strangle strategy. All right, I'll have to point you in the right direction on my channel again. I actually have a lot of really good playlists, guys. You have to check out my playlist. I put the best videos in my playlists, and I have a lot of different videos that you should watch out. One of them is the covered strangle strategy. This is essentially where I'm selling puts and covered calls at the same time. This is kind of a modification of the wheel, right? I specialize in the wheel. I've been teaching the wheel for 4.5 years now, since I basically got on YouTube in 2020, and I started, Goldman Sachs, all that other stuff that I usually mention. I started back in 2014. So it's been quite some time. Chipotle, I'm doing covered strangles. Okay, I'm selling puts and covered calls, and it's been working out beautifully. I don't need a whole lot of volatility to make a lot of money. Chipotle, sell put 55 and 60 covered call. Now this is expiring, but for you guys out here in the YouTube community that you're not in my Discord, that's fine. Just go ahead and sell a 55 put for December 20th, and then also sell a covered call at 60 for December 20th, and then you can run the covered strangle strategy as well. And to be honest, that's probably what I'm going to do on Monday anyways. So there's a trade for you guys. If I ramble on, you ever get upset at me for that, there you go. There's a trade. I hope I've provided enough value now for you to probably make a couple $1,000s on that trade. I would do like 5 contracts on sell put and 5 contracts on the covered call. Covered call means that you have to buy 100 shares. So yes, you need 100 shares to run that strategy. Now, next, Hood, right? So I made 520 on Hood. I'll actually have to look at Hood one more time on closer to Monday morning, because basically I'm bullish on Hood. They actually have this new Robinhood Legend feature, which I'm not using personally, because for my coaching, I prefer to just keep it really simple. Robinhood Legend, I don't feel like using it, but I do think it's a good advantage, because there's a lot of folks that, first of all, Robinhood has kind of bad customer service, so you can't really reach them, which is something that's a really big issue with my students. But for the most part, I think it's a really good platform. So, that's why I invested a little bit in selling puts. I did not get assigned, but we'll see if I do. Nvidia, I have 130 puts, 129 puts, made $2 grand, $6 grand. A lot of my gains obviously are from Tesla, like 100K. Okay, my 1 week produced all the returns, so that's crazy. But yeah, my 1 month return, 8.8%, and Tesla is 1/3 of my results. So hey, nothing wrong with that. Kind of like the 80-20 rule. You guys heard of the Pareto principle, right? So 80% of the action, 20% of the action gets 80% of the results. Hey, nothing wrong with that. That's how life works. So yeah, 1/3 of my results are from Tesla. And back in 2021, like 50% of my results were on Tesla. Hey, it doesn't matter. Only the results matter, guys. That's also why I don't charge monthly or anything like that for my Discord community. It's because I am the best option coach. I've taught all the others. I've been at this for the longest. And because of my results, I charge accordingly for my time, because my time is very valuable, because I do get results and there's a high demand for coaching. It's all about the Pareto principle, guys. I heard about this saying, right? If you want something fast, if you want it high quality, and then you want it correct, then you have to give up one of the other 3, right? I don't know if I'm saying that quote correctly, right? But you can't have something fast and good, right? Like cooking good food takes time, And if it's fast, it's probably not going to be like the highest quality, right? So there's a trade-off, right? So that's kind of my reasoning there. Now look, there's also PayPal. PayPal, I've been killing it. I've been killing it on PayPal. Let me show you PayPal real quick. Guys, I think you should follow my place. You should follow what I'm doing. I get a lot of students that come to me, hey, what do you think about SMCI? I'm like, bro, please stop watching the other YouTubers. They don't have degrees. And anyone that talks about SMCI or anyone that talks about their students who have a high win rate are clearly scamming or at best just marketing their programs and courses. Guys, don't go for low quality companies. Stick to the high quality companies. Ideally, just stick to Uncle Henry's YouTube channel, because I'm looking at other information out there and it's ridiculous. I see a whole bunch of nonsense going around that looks like it's a good idea, but it's not a good idea. Guys, keep it simple. Run just the wheel. Run coverage strangle strategy. Honestly, stick to NVIDIA, stick to Tesla, stick to Palantir, okay? And then also watch some of the stocks that I cover, because they're not so popular, but I've like literally destroyed it, like $35,000 on PayPal. Let me show you Walmart, because Walmart has been like a shocker for people. People don't click on videos that aren't like the hottest, sexiest stocks. They just don't click on the video because they have confirmation bias, which I covered in my psychology course. It is super important, guys. If you want to actually be a good trader, I'm going to link a video at the end of this video about my psychology course. Not many of you watched it, but it's literally a game changer. One thing is confirmation bias. In a bull market, you look like a genius, but when the market pulls back, you're gonna punch yourself in the face for not actually watching my psychological video, because something like a Walmart will outperform something like a Palantir or one of the other higher flying stocks. You got to hedge. You got to properly have diversification. And you have to realize that some of the stocks that I cover that aren't the sexiest stocks, it's because I'm trying to help you guys, right? It's not just about views for me. This video that I'm making right now is highly not optimized for the YouTube algorithm like the other YouTubers who just cover one stock over again. I'm giving you guys a different type of content right now that's going to hurt me in views, but because it helps you. I actually want you to get really good results, and I need you to realize that something like Walmart, which I'm up $197,000 on, has to be in your portfolio. You can't just be in 3 stocks or 5 stocks. You actually have to, I'm going to list you the stocks that you have to have. Walmart being one of them. Walmart is a crazy good play. I'm up $197,000. Okay, I have some 85 covered calls, which is right about to hit the money, right? So I'm probably going to have to roll that. But I'm going to give you a few more plays. Okay, another one is going to be SoFi. SoFi is fantastic. Starbucks, guys. Starbucks, we made a ton of money after the dip, and now it's coming back up. All right, I'm going to give you a few more stocks right now because I need you to be properly diversified. I hate it when people just have a concentration of the stupid stocks or some of the bad stocks that other YouTubers push, right? I can't stand that. You should be in Google, in Microsoft. I would take it easy on Meta right now. Meta is a little bit high. Another stupid stock, in my opinion, Mara. Okay, this is just my opinion. Guys, Bitcoin is okay. All right, if you want Bitcoin exposure, just buy Bitcoin. Stop it with the Mara, stop it with the Riot. These stocks, up today, maybe tomorrow, they're going to crash. And like, look, one of the stocks, Coinbase, I'm not a super fan of Coinbase either, right? I'm not a fan of betting on a brokerage. I'm more of a fan, if you want the asset, buy the asset, okay? Same thing with like gold versus gold miners. Just buy gold. I would not be making individualized bets on these little brokerages, right? Really risky. Also, I might be adding Airbnb because it fell a lot, but you guys need to have 10 to 15 stocks. I know I say that, but look at your portfolio. Actually look at your portfolio. Do you have 10 to 15 stocks? And is each position no more than 20%? Because I'm telling you right now, we're in good times, guys. I get it. We're in good times. Everyone that gives me a call, we do one-on-one coaching. It's easy right now. My life's easy because everyone's getting results. But how about the bad times? So we have to also think, is there going to be a market crash? Because we are at all-time highs. S&P 500 is at over 6,000. I'm bullish on the economy, but that doesn't change that we have to pay attention to risk management. All right, we do have to pay attention to risk management. Now, I also look at some companies like Hims. I have a small position there in my other portfolio. Shop is really good as well. And Kraft Heinz is good for my double dividend strategy. Now, something I do recommend bigger portfolios is if you have 100K, 200K, 300K, etc., and you're getting closer to retirement, it's really smart to be in ExxonMobil. It's really smart to be in Kraft Heinz. All right, let me show you what ExxonMobil looks like. I don't currently have a position because I've been a little bit more aggressive lately, making 8% returns per month and trying to get my portfolio to 400K, 4 million. But on ExxonMobil, I think this is a really good play right now because it has a good dividend. And if you're running covered calls on ExxonMobil, I would literally go for 40 delta. Now, I typically say 30 delta, but for a company like ExxonMobil, you can go 40 delta because it really doesn't have a whole lot of upward movement. Like if you look at the past 3 months, this stock is just 3% up. So imagine doing a 40 delta covered call where you collect 3 or 4% on the covered call and the stock goes up 3 or 4%, but you don't get your shares taken away. So look, that's a really easy strategy because 90 days out, you sell a covered call, stock goes up 3%, and your covered call, is 3 or 4%. That's a 7% return in 3 months. I mean, I don't know about you, but 7% on a really safe company that just goes up, and you can do that repeatedly, consistently, stable, right? 7 or 8% in 3 months, right? 8%, 8%, 8%, 4 times is going to be compounded a little bit more than 32%, right? Because it's compounded. So let's just call it about 35%. Look, 35% return is more than a majority of investors. It's more than Wall Street. It's more than S&P 500. Safely? Like, are you kidding me? That is a really good strategy to have a portion of your portfolio in. And then obviously the other portion is the stocks that I cover. The higher implied volatility stocks that have huge high momentum. And those strategies can make, more. 4% a month is typically what I go after. Like, look, 8% per month, 8.8% per month is what I did this month. But like, I'm not going to promise that, right? Because the worst thing is when I give too high of an expectation, a student joins and then they don't have a good experience, like that's bad, right? So I'm always trying to under promise and over deliver. So that's why I say 4%. Although I have many months that are over 4%. I don't want to promise because obviously I can't guarantee that, right? We're working with the market here, guys. We have to use logic and there is fluctuations. But look, if you can have a portion of your portfolio making 5% per month, and then the other safe portion of your portfolio making, 30% per year, you're going to get 40% per year return, which, newsflash, Warren Buffett gets 20%. So I'm literally doubling one of the best investors. And that's why, I go as safe as possible. I take some aggressive but smart calculated decisions. That's what it's all about. And that's how in the last month I made $316,999. If you're positive about leveling up, again, go ahead, click the first link in the description. I'd love to help you. Or please actually watch the psychological video that I posted because I'm telling you the psychological biases are going to hurt you if you don't.